So I have like a serious question. And it's really for the dudes, but like girls, if y'all feel like the same way, y'all know y'all can answer too. But I don't understand what is the problem with marriage. Like, I don't understand this at all. Like, this whole topic of people like not wanting to get married. And like, like to the people who don't want to, teach them. That's fine.
Man, she know what the issue is, man. I don't even know why she over there capping like that, man. You know what the issue is.
Fine, whatever. But I know, like, for me, I want to get married. But it's like everybody I talk to nowadays always say that they don't want to get married. Like, I don't understand it.
Man, it's really a variety of things, right? This is a layered conversation. There's a bunch of reasons why men in particular don't want to get married. For one, it's the paperwork issue. Like, nowadays, we be seeing loopholes through the prenups. So it's like we can't even trust that, because a chick can get in and she could have contributed nothing to my success, and now she gets half of it. I think I'm good. Another thing is like, man, like how do I know like one day you ain't gonna wake up and just get bored with me and not want to be with me, and I got to do all this stuff to get a divorce because one day you just woke up and the sun just went to the left a little bit, so now you don't really want me like that. And another thing is, how many times do we see on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube, like, while the guy's at work or something like that, the woman is cheating? And I'm not saying men don't do that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is we see so many bad examples of marriage. We never see a lot of positive stuff about it. So I think it's just kind of what's portrayed to us is why people feel like that nowadays. This ain't the 1960s. This ain't like our parents' generation where, nobody had social media or laptops or computers or whatever, right? So in those days, you had to meet somebody at the local club, at your church, at your job, at your school. That's how people met back then. You couldn't be living in Atlanta and try to meet somebody that lived in DC. That wasn't happening. But now you could date worldwide. So with that being said, a lot of people feel like they have all these options. That's another component to it. People feel like they have options for days. So don't nobody want to settle because they want to, I'm worth this. I shouldn't have to settle for this. I can get everything I want. That's how people feel nowadays.
And like I said, it mainly be the guys that say it, but now it's like becoming the girls. You know what I mean? So they had like just seen like a little baby interview he did with Lil Yachty or whatever like that, where he was just saying like, he'll do all that, but he ain't sign no paperwork with whatever. And I just don't understand like what is so wrong with committing to a person? Like, what is so wrong with that? And I know he was saying like, like that person could like get everything that you work for, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I understand that, but I really feel like if you marrying that person, you trust that person. I don't know. You feel me? So I don't know. But like, let me know, y'all, because I
think a lot of people just kind of naturally feel like I'm gonna get trapped if I get into this. It's a trap. You know how it's a trap. That's what you kind of feel like with marriage, or that's the sentiment that most people feel. Like, I'm somebody that wants marriage. I want marriage, but at the same time, I understand the value of vetting the right person. I don't care if you want a girlfriend, long-term situation, a baby mom's, whatever the situation is, you got to make sure you vet correctly. And that's why I be against all these women that be out here that, you got to take me serious and date me seriously. People want you to date them serious off rip. No, let's get to know each other. Let's get to know each other a little bit first before I start taking you seriously. But they don't see, women nowadays don't want to do that. So a lot of men, we are woke to that. The women that want the marriage, those are the ones that, you got to date me seriously. But you was just in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You was just for everybody. But now I got to date you seriously. And I see all these other dudes getting finessed when they take you to 5-star restaurants. But now I got to do that. But these dudes 5 years ago, they didn't have to do none of that. They could just get you something from McDonald's. And that was good enough. But I do feel what Lil Baby is saying, right? It's like you even signed the prenups and that don't even guarantee that my money is safe. So there's a lot of aspects to why people don't want to get married, man. But definitely let me know what y'all think in the comments, though, for real. Like, what do y'all think about marriage? Like, what's y'all standpoint? Because I'm somebody who wants to get married, but at the same time, that woman that gets that ring from me, it ain't gonna be easy. it ain't gonna be easy. You ain't finna get that shit in within a year.
Really want to understand, like, what do y'all, cause I know me, like I said, I want to get married. That's already set in stone. Hopefully set in stone. But I'm just saying, like, I just know that's what I want. You know what I mean? So I just want to know, like, why, like, what are some reasons that y'all don't want to get married for? Like, I just don't understand, like, this whole topic of people not wanting to be married. Like, I just don't understand.
Like weak men. Women like sexually weak men because the only power that a lot of women have over a man is sex. On paper, men are the ones who benefit from marriage. Women don't. But who is the one that's begging for marriage? It's...
Hey, y'all help me out. What does she mean when she said men are the ones that benefit from marriage? Maybe she's talking about in the standpoint of like tax papers and businesses and stuff like that. Maybe in that sense. Because definitely if the marriage goes south and we the breadwinner, we definitely don't benefit. But maybe she's on to something because she said that's why women are the ones that are begging for marriage, but the men's are the ones that benefit. Interesting.
Women. Men actually don't want to get married. It's not about loving no man. Actually, women don't even like men. They don't like you.
You know you rub people the wrong way when you make these broad generalizations.
Hey, I kind of agree with her on that. Like, I think women like the way you make them feel. You know what I'm saying? That's what men don't really understand. It's like, and again, I'm not going to be that savage to say women don't like men, but women like the way you make them feel. That's what they like. They connect you with a feeling. That's what dudes don't understand. It's not necessarily they really like, you know what? I'm going to shut my mouth. I'm not even finna go into all that, but women like the way you make them feel. Just know that.
You know you rub people the wrong way when you make these broad generalizations, right?
To get the black vote, what did she do? She got entertainers. And what entertainers did she get? She got hoes. A lot of our ancestors turning over in their graves looking at how we act.
Hey, what she talking about is when Kamala was on her tour, she came to the A. You know what I'm saying? She came to Atlanta and she brought out like Meg Thee Stallion at this convention center. And it's like, it's crazy that who would have thought that you would see a presidential candidate bringing out Meg Thee Stallion and Glorilla to twerk and stuff like that to get me to vote for you? That's kind of wild because growing up, you looked at the president as like some sort of like class. Like, you wouldn't think that they would be bringing out women twerking to convince me to vote for you because she's twerking. What does that do for me? Like, for real, what does that do for me?
And right now, women want a man to be with them for 20 years and still act like he done slept with her for the first time. As if he ain't got bored about 3 days into this whole marriage. Maybe 3 weeks into the whole marriage.
Women be wanting you to be with them for 20 years, you know what I'm saying, and sleep, and you supposed to sleep with them like you just met them yesterday. In reality, you didn't been bored with them 3 days into the marriage. That's wild. That's crazy. But I bet you a lot of men out here feel like that. That's the crazy part. I think a lot of people in general, they look at marriage as pressure. You know, and a lot of women, they're starting to not want to get married either because it's like, man, like, it's this pressure of being with one person forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that pressure. But also, too, I think this is why it's important to vet people. Because when you vet people, the more and more you vet them, you'll know if this is the person. You can't go based off love. You got to go based off seeing, is this the best person for me? Because a lot of times, you can love somebody, but you don't like being around them. How many times do y'all love somebody, but you can't stand to be around them? See, with a woman, I gotta like to be around you. I gotta like being around you. I gotta like feel good with being around you, not just being annoyed. You not annoying me. That's where it starts off at first. And then it's like, what's your character like? Are you loyal? Are you feminine? What are things like when things go left in your life? I need to see this over time. This is why vetting is important, because your partner is one of the biggest decisions you will ever make. Marriage is something I want. You know what I'm saying? I want a family. The whole paperwork situation, that's something I got to figure out. But marriage is definitely something I want. But also at the same time, vetting the right person is even 10 times more important than me getting married. I need to make sure this person is the person I want to be with potentially forever, which sounds crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like I say on every video, man, we just got to continue to make sure we are putting ourselves first, man. right, guys, this is my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming over to the channel. And until the next time, guys, deuces.